Ever find yourself scrolling through property listings, kind of just dreaming? You see all these houses and you just feel like you're on the outside looking in thinking, man, real estate is just a game for the rich. What if I told you there's a map, a real path for beginners to start building actual wealth, even if you have zero cash in the bank right now?
This is the Brick by Brick channel, where we help beginners build wealth through real estate, one brick at a time. Okay, let's dive into this, because that idea that you need to be rich to start, we're about to blow that right out of the water.
All right, first things first, we gotta understand why the path most people think is the only path, saving up for 20 years to get a down payment, is actually a dead end. Seriously, the old way is broken.
So check this out. This is where it all starts to click. On one side, you've got traditional bank financing. It's slow, they want a perfect credit score, a mountain of cash for a down payment, and they'll comb through your entire life story. But then you look at creative financing. It's fast. The credit score isn't the be-all and end-all. And the down payment? Often it's zero. This isn't just a different option, it's a whole different reality. It's like finding the cheat codes to the game.
So, how do you actually use those cheat codes to get in the game with literally no money? Well, the answer is the first, most crucial step on our map: wholesaling. This is where you crawl before you learn to walk.
Wholesaling is basically your secret door past that giant wall that says no money, no entry. See, you're not actually buying the house. All you're doing is finding a great deal, getting it under contract, and then connecting that seller with a cash buyer. You are the deal maker. You're the person that makes it all happen.
And the process itself? It's brilliantly simple. Step 1, you find a property in need of some love. Step 2, you get it under contract at a good price. Step 3, you find an investor who wants that deal and you assign the contract to them. And Step 4, you profit. You collect a nice fee at closing. And the absolute best part? Not a single dollar ever has to come out of your own pocket. And if you're wondering if this is real, just look at this. Alex Martinez, the founder of Real Estate Skills, made $22,000 on his very first wholesale deal. Let that sink in. It took him about 8 hours of work, and he put zero money into the deal. That one check proved what was possible and totally changed his life.
Okay, so you've done a few wholesale deals. You've got some cash in the bank now. That 22 grand from a deal like Alex's, that's your seed money. So the question becomes, how do you turn that seed money into a serious, active income? Well, now we move to the next phase on our map. It's time to fix and flip.
This is all about leverage. I mean, look at these numbers. Your average wholesale fee might be around, say, $10,000. That's fantastic money. But the average gross profit on a fix and flip? It's a massive $66,000. This is how you completely level up. This is how you go from making good money to making life-changing money.
And here's the really cool part. Because you learned how to find amazing deals through wholesaling, you've now earned a luxury most people never get. You can look at a bunch of deals and cherry-pick the absolute best ones, the home runs, to flip for those huge profits, and you can just keep wholesaling the rest for consistent, easy cash flow. You've created 2 income streams at once.
And here's a real-world example from one of Alex's early flips. He turned a $60,000 profit in just 90 days. Now you're probably asking, but how did he fund it if he was just starting out? Well, he didn't use his own money. He used a smart combination of hard money lenders, who loan based on the deal's value, not your personal credit, and private money lenders who were just excited to get in on a great project.
So now you're generating a really strong active income from wholesaling and flipping. But the final step, this is the most important one, isn't to go out and spend it. It's to build your fortress. This is the run phase of our map, where you create true long-term wealth that works for you.
You know, the master himself, Warren Buffett, absolutely nailed it. The ultimate goal isn't just about making money. It's about having your money start making money for you. We're talking about passive income. This is the key to real financial freedom.
So what's the game plan? It's simple, really. We take those big profits from our flips and we reinvest them into rental properties. Every single rental you buy is another brick in your financial foundation, and each one pays you every single month, whether you're working, on vacation, or fast asleep.
Let's talk about Max's story. He used just $15,600, which, by the way, is money you could easily make from 1 or 2 good wholesale deals, and he used that as a down payment on his very first rental property. And that one property, just that one, it now puts $500 of pure cash flow into his pocket every single month. That's after the mortgage is paid, after all the expenses are covered. That is literally money he makes while he sleeps.
So what happens when you just keep repeating that process? You flip for cash, you buy rentals for cash flow. Well, in just 2.5 years, Max went from having 0 properties to owning 17 rental units. That is the power of this system. It's a snowball effect.
Okay, so you have the map now. Crawl, walk, run. But what's the fuel that makes this whole engine go? Let's quickly stock your toolkit with a few more of these powerful creative financing strategies you can use at any stage of your journey.
First up, seller financing. I love this one. Instead of going to a big, faceless bank, you just make the seller your bank. You make payments directly to them. This opens the door for super flexible terms, and you get to negotiate with the one person who knows the property better than anyone.
Next is a strategy called subto, or subto for short. This one's a true game changer. You basically take over the property by just continuing to make payments on the seller's existing mortgage. The title transfers to you, but the loan stays in their name. It can be a total lifesaver for a seller who needs to get out fast.
And finally, there's private money. This is your go-to for funding those big profit flips. And listen, remember this. When you have a killer deal, there are tons of people out there with capital who are looking for a solid place to invest it. You're not asking for a handout, you're offering them an incredible opportunity to get a great return on their money.
So there you have it. The path from having no money to owning cash-flowing real estate, it's clear. It's laid out right in front of you. The question is no longer, can I do this? The real question is, when am I going to start?
If you got value from this, hit the like and subscribe for weekly investor breakdowns. And keep building your real estate foundation, brick by brick.
And a special thanks to our sponsor, Riverside Realty.